Hello, everybody. We are back with the Nice Coaches, otherwise known as Catherine Crowley and Kathy Elster. How are you, ladies?
Good. You had to read our names. I see that. We've been gone too long.
Yeah, well, you guys kind of blew us off a couple times, so yeah, we kind of forget about people who don't pay us any mind.
Mm-hmm. We were very hurt because our producer Dan said you guys didn't want to come on anymore.
That's not really how it happened, but that's okay. Why don't we
But
just...
Dan does lie, though. Dan lies for his own good.
First of all, I want to say the studio is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you're like grown up. This
I know.
This is big. This is big.
But I look at it that way, although we should have had it a year ago. No, kidding.
No, I see. I'm glad you guys came because I desperately need your help.
Well, honestly, we have a couple of issues.
Oh, what's the matter with it?
Well, I mean, look, we wrote this book, Nice Girls. Excuse me, Mean Girls at Work.
Mean Girls at Work.
And we've noticed that you are mean girls.
Mean girls? What do you mean? How is that?
You're not very nice to the twins.
No, that's not. They're not nice to us.
No, I don't.
First of all,
I don't think
don't
so.
bring me into this. I watch. I'm a third party in these wars.
But okay, now how am I not nice to the twins? Tell me.
I was just in the hallway and heard you say they're not really women.
No. You don't know how they treat me. You're only seeing one side of this. This is why I'm glad
Artie,
you're here.
she's of that mindset that's made this country into a feminist nightmare.
Oh, my God. Okay, here we go.
She's politically correct. She's never hung out with anybody who thinks differently than her when it comes to the genders.
Who are you talking about?
You,
You're talking
Kathy.
about me?
Yes, dear. And maybe Catherine.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, Nick, you a little angry?
I'm not.
Oh, my
You're
God,
a little
yes.
angry?
I'm fine.
So we're here to discuss the anger.
Yeah, well, you mask your anger. That's all you do. You're
No,
as
I
hateful
don't.
as
I let
anybody
it
I've ever
out.
met.
Oh, my God.
my
That's
goodness.
terrible, Nick. Come on.
No, listen,
That's not nice.
it's not nice, and I let my anger out all the time. That's
So you
why
do?
I don't let
What
it
do you
build.
do? Emasculate your husband? How do you do it?
No, I never have to do that.
Well,
no,
you
I
probably
don't.
do and don't even realize it.
Actually, I like to yell.
Can we get back to me and the twins?
No, I will get back to
excuse me. Excuse me, I get to say a little something.
We're on to something.
You're going to run them off.
So what?
No,
That's
my
what you did.
favorite thing to do is go to Dwayne Reed and yell at the cashiers there. That's one of the things that I like to do.
All right.
All right. Anyway, so
I
we're
was
back.
trying to get you going.
Yeah. Well, no, see, you only know half the part of it with the twins, though. The twins are very, they're spoiled kids, is the problem. I'm trying to teach them about life. Understand? No? You know?
No,
Catherine?
you made that
No.
up. No. I mean, listen, every once in a while we tune in and we go, oh, my God, what did you just say to them? No,
Well,
you're not nice to them. You're not nice to them.
But do you hear how anti-Italian they are?
No, we don't hear
No,
that.
they don't.
we
That's
don't.
my point. All they hear, all they focus on is the misogynist comments or the.
Exactly.
That's all you. That's your world. Your radar is up 24 hours a day. You don't see.
Yeah.
You see no fault in your gender.
No, that's not true. We
You
wouldn't have
really
written.
don't.
We wouldn't have written. That's
right.
Mean Girls at Work.
All right, I
we
wanna hear
didn't
about
see
this.
fault in our
Well,
gender.
then admit me, Artie, you're right. You're really witches a lot of the time.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
my goodness.
I'm talking about girls, not you people personally.
Actually, we wrote this book because what we want to do is help women help each other even more than they already are.
How about
And
helping the
if
guys in this
No.
pussified society? How about helping the guys? We need the help.
I think we've been helping you guys for quite some time. Nick,
in more
if you look
ways.
at it
Oh,
properly.
yeah.
Do you really?
Oh.
How so?
Well, I could use some.
How so? That's a big myth.
Women spend hours worrying
Caring.
about guys. I think
Caring about guys?
Artie
Caring.
just had 4 girls attending to him when he
Well,
wasn't
because they're
feeling
paid to do it.
good. No. Well, the guys weren't attending to you.
They're paid to do it. I know, but the guys have to work equipment.
It would
like-
look kind of silly if I'm rubbing his belly during a break.
No, the guys have to work equipment like men
See,
do.
that's misogynistic. What is wrong with a guy rubbing his belly?
Listen,
Why does it always have to be a
misogynistic.
woman?
That's homophobic. It's not misogynistic.
Yeah.
But that too.
And that's fine with me, because I'm
Why
homophobic.
does it have to be a woman rubbing a guy's belly?
Right.
Because that's kind of a gay thing to do if you're not gay.
No, it's woman's work. Finish your sentence. It's woman's work, right?
No,
That's what you're thinking.
I'm just saying
No, I just
guys
explained
work.
exactly how I feel.
Guys' work is to do the technical stuff.
And women's work is to do.
Guys have to work the computer.
I know you live in...
I see. Right, they have to screw in the light bulbs. They have to repair things.
No, but the girls,
My wife can do all of that.
girls, do you
Exactly.
feel? We'll ask the broads.
Yeah.
Do you feel?
Don't
They're
say
dying.
broad.
They're
We'll ask the
dying
bitches.
using
We'll ask the bitches.
Oh.
Even bigger dick.
All of a sudden, now we're
Well, now,
around.
if I was black, you wouldn't have blinked at that. Admit it. So go ahead, Gus.
Wait. What year are we in? What year?
I don't know. Ask the rap community what year.
So anyway, girls, do you feel...
Now you're on my turn.
Do you feel that I'm mean to you?
No, not well. Sometimes it's just the way you talk to us. Sometimes.
Oh, shut up.
See, that's refreshing.
No, I'm kidding. We have a good relationship. It's kind of a joking relationship, you know.
Yeah.
But
But here's the
don't
thing.
back down.
But you know what?
Let 'em have it.
It may be a joke when you guys are talking, but people are watching this and they're
No, I
seeing,
know.
and men
Yeah.
are seeing that this is the way you
But
treat girls.
have you seen the people watching?
Yeah, exactly. Are we
No,
ready?
I haven't actually. I'm a little afraid to.
Do you guys have DirecTV? Do you watch the show?
No, but we have friends that watch for us.
Oh, really?
And we can get it online. We can watch some of the show
We've seen
online.
some
That's
segments
how we
online.
know how bad you've been. And,
Now, who
and
sets the
there's
computer up?
more.
Your husband?
I do.
I know.
I'm the
My
technical
wife does
person.
too.
She's
My
the
wife does too.
technical. Actually, Catherine repairs everything in the office.
Kat, you went to Harvard. You went to DeVry, right?
Thank you so much.
No, you went to like...
I went to
She
Hofstra.
went to Hofstra. Good
Oh, okay.
school. She played football there, too.
Yeah, right.
Quite a feminist.
I'm an all-star.
But what else upset you? You said there's more.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. I mean, look, I know you both have sort of an anger thing going on that we really need to address.
Well,
and I
that's
know,
true.
yeah, and I mean, I know yours is at A-Rod and yours is at Obama. So, you know, yeah. So anyway, but regardless of getting into
They do watch.
the stories about what it's about, you know, we just want to talk about the rage, where it's coming from.
Well, the rage, you know what we do for a living, right?
rage.
We've been over this before. I mean, do you think
And
you're going to
we've
be
not gotten anywhere.
That's right, because you failed to understand. I mean, show me a well-adjusted comedian, and I'll show you a guy's not making a living.
That's right. Yeah. It's hard to be a
I
comedian
mean,
and not be
you know
angry.
what we do? We're not accountants here, so the anger is, makes sense for what we do for a living, and the audience comes out and finds it kind of funny.
Well-
if they don't take themselves that serious.
Actually, I think there's a difference between anger and being mean.
Oh,
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Explain that.
Well, we have there because anger is you can use it and be creative, just as you're saying.
Yeah.
But mean is when you make jabs at people, you put them down, you bring them.
Like a roast?
Yeah. Well, I actually. That's right. Like
a Comedy
No,
Central roast?
No, roast is different. That's done in love. That's sort of loving humor. She's talking about really bringing somebody down and belittling them and having them feel less than to build yourself up, to make yourself feel
Yeah.
better. That's what we're talking about.
The biggest misconception in the comedy world is that those roasts are done out of love.
Exactly.
It's pure evil. But no,
But you know
I
what?
think you're right. I think what Nick is saying is right, that we need this to make a living. I think we feel we need the anger and everything. But it hurts us as people, though.
It's an excuse.
No, I don't think so. I think
do.
you need that edge. You do.
It's an excuse.
But I think ultimately we get hurt as human beings. We become less than perfect people. You know?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
I think that's the price you pay.
Well, that's right, because resentment, as they say, is taking.
I resent a lot of things.
Yeah, and it's a little poisonous, isn't it?
Oh my God.
It's kind of fun, though.
It gives you heartburn.
Oh well, no.
I feel fine.
Well, to me, it's overeating.
My blood pressure's 120/68. And,
Well, you're true.
I'm regular.
Mike Boschetti, our friend there, he's a comedian, and he's not an angry guy. He seems to be a nice guy.
And he should be
Is
pissed
that right,
off.
Mike?
Right, Mike? Mike, do you feel you have anger? I mean, look at you. You should have anger.
I do have some I have deep down inside, but I try to hold it in.
That's healthy.
Really? Well, I mean, but that's the other thing. What about what if you have it?
You have to let it out.
It's good. Right. How do you do that?
On a
there's
radio
a
show.
difference. I mean, you can use it on a radio show, but we're talking about the difference between being angry, where you might say something in a righteous way, and being mean, where you're attacking and saying poisonous things that really make the other person.
What have you heard me say that's poisonous on the show about the girls?
That they're stupid?
Well, you see, they're not paying attention now. They were looking at something.
Because we're
shiny.
making you food, Artie.
Okay. Well, that's their job. I did my job. They called begging for a job. I gave them a
That's
job.
your show.
I just remember there was one time when there wasn't some particular drink you needed, and you were, Coca-Cola or something, and you were putting them down. And, I don't really, what did you get out of that? Like, what?
Here's the thing, but see, that's every job I've ever had. I used to work construction. I was a longshoreman. Every show business job I've ever had, people yell at you. Don't you think you shouldn't coddle You shouldn't coddle people. They don't know about the
We have a
world.
Places like that? No.
Yeah, no, I have. I mean, they get mad at you. My uncle used to tell me I was so stupid yet I lived. That's what he used to tell me. Yeah, you're so stupid yet you live.
And did that feel good on the receiving end?
I used to laugh at it.
Don't you admit we have a generation of just entitled, spoiled jerk-offs?
Absolutely not.
No.
You don't
I don't
believe
agree
that?
with-
Then
I don't
you're
agree
living.
with
You're in a different world. You're in a
I
parallel
know we're in
universe.
different worlds.
You really are. Well, you're not in the real world. You're in the academic world. You live in
we're
the
not
world
in
of
the
theory.
academic
You most
world.
certainly do. You are.
So what you're saying is every person on the street is a jerk?
Oh, here we go.
Every person on the street, at every job,
Here we
people
go.
yell.
Here's the Harvard mentality. I have to preface everything with not every person. Enough where I can make that statement and it rings a bell with most people.
See, but I do think
Not every person.
I think every person on the street's a jerk off.
See?
Well, thanks for your honesty there.
I tend to have a negative attitude about people.
Yeah.
I don't put a lot of faith in people, or I should. I think people are mostly not good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, see, I think what you see and what you
Wow.
believe is what you get.
Right.
So, in other words, if you go out on the street
With that
and you're-
attitude?
yeah, and you're
You
looking
gotta-
for jerk-offs, you're going to find them. You are.
So can we talk about mean girls at work?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
guys.
Go ahead.
What's a mean girl at work? What do they do?
What do they do? Wait a minute. You know what? Let's break.
Okay.
We have to break, and we'll come back. And we'll have a whole segment
Oh, wow.
dedicated to
Great.
mean girls at work.
Okay.
Because they can be witches, can't they?
Now these girls are two examples of it.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
You two are
They
examples
call
of
me.
mean girls.
They call me fat. They call
You're
me fat.
deflecting. You're
You
deflecting.
call yourself. You call yourself.
All
that.
right, we'll
So-
come back.
They said they couldn't find a shirt to fit over my head.
We'll come back and talk with Catherine Crowley and Kathy Elster, the nice coaches. Back after this.
It's the Nick and Artie Show. We've got a killer new studio and a brand new call-in number, 888-936-8822. Go ahead and write it down. You're going to need it. 888-936-8822. Let's get back to Nick Di Paolo and Artie Lang.
Hey, we're back with the nice coaches, Kathy Elster and Catherine Crowley. They have a new book out, Mean Girls at Work.
Now, how many books have you guys written? You guys are very prolific.
Yeah. Well,
4 altogether
Yeah.
and 3 in this series. And actually,
Great.
we like to emphasize the subtitle, which is How to Stay Professional When Things Get Personal.
Yeah, I ignore that on purpose.
Okay.
I ignore that on purpose.
We need this advice here because the girls, please go over to the microphone. What do you keep doing? I'm sorry.
They're making your anti-pop.
Artie, try to be nice.
You're right. I am trying to be nice. Now, a lot of times it gets personal here. It does.
Yes.
It does at work. You know,
It-
girls
right.
don't, and I feel that the girls don't apologize to me enough for getting personal with me.
And that you don't apologize to them enough for getting
No,
personal?
I get personal with them when they get personal with me.
Yeah.
What do we have to apologize for to you? What have we said that was so terrible, that was so personal, that hurt your
those
feelings?
shoes, number one.
No, so what is your advice here? Because the girls need to take this advice.
Well, we have a process that we call Don't Go There. And you see, women relate. They know.
I heard that on an episode of The Cosby Show.
Yes.
Originally. Don't go there.
That's right.
Right.
And the point of that is that actually women care a lot. They care sometimes too much, and they take interactions that happen too hard, very personally.
That's
so
true.
we have this process where we describe.
Oversensitive.
Well, it's because,
Kind
well, it's not so much oversensitive. I think it's that we care so much, we want to do such a good job, that we
Okay.
interpret things that come at us as personal rather than just transactional. Whereas you guys
that's
are
true.
a lot
You're right.
more, in your face and...
Well, yeah, thick as skin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So criticizing a woman's work, you feel they take personal.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now,
They
girls,
take-
how do you feel? Is that accurate?
Completely true.
Thank you.
Okay. Now give me an example when that's happened. Give the.
Oh,
give
when
the
you
dice
yell at
to
me,
it.
I go home and I get very upset about it.
No, you don't.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
And that's the
See,
thing.
I can't believe that she does.
Which-
Yeah, she
now,
does.
Why not?
Now, which home do you get upset in? The one in Hamptons or the one on the Upper East Side?
Depends on the way I feel.
That has nothing to do with
One
it.
of the things.
I know.
One of the
It's
things
not location.
One of the things we like to bust their chops about is that they come from
rich.
they come from an enormous amount of money.
Which is a lie.
And
though.
I don't, so I'm very angry about that. I have anger towards rich kids. I got to tell you this. You can help me with this.
Really?
I do.
I know you do, Artie. and I
bitter.
don't like that about you.
I know.
You're better than that.
I actually have a little bit of that too.
You are. You're much smarter.
I
than
wish
that.
I wish maybe I am. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not though.
Wait,
now
you
what
are.
is that about? I hate them because they grew up with like billions of dollars.
Well, first of all, they had nothing to do with the fact of where they were born and what they grew up with. But
Yeah.
I understand that there's resentment that you have because it's stuff that you didn't get to experience. It's a sense of deprivation.
I know.
And so there's a thing that's called compare and despair. And sometimes people compare and they feel sad, and sometimes they compare and they get totally ticked off. And then they
Right.
look at that other group that
Yes.
had more than they had.
Right, because they have this enormous mansion in Southampton. They have apartments all over New York. They have like a dog that they buy $700 coats for. And don't you think that's mean that the dog has a $700 coat?
No, he makes this all up in his head, and he gets so worked up about it because it's all made up.
Your dog doesn't have a winter coat.
Got a pair of pants.
I don't really know what the reality here is. I don't really know, and I don't really care. I think
That's a good point. It probably has
Okay,
nothing
I
to do
get
with
it.
the reality.
Right.
so. But the point is, I don't know that both of you understand the impact that it has on them.
Really?
So when I see you be mean, you think it's humor, and it is funny in the moment, but they take it home.
Okay.
And then I take it with me, too. I feel it also.
You think so?
Yeah, and I think a lot of women do, and we don't really know what to say. We don't know how to deal with it. But we take it home. We take it personally. I mean, they're working really hard, and then when you make what you think is a joke, it hurts.
But now with
Okay,
this
let's
here,
get back to this.
Yeah, with this, I'm trying to sell some books for you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
But I've heard a lot of women say that they'd much rather work for a male boss than
Yes.
a woman boss. Is that true?
Yeah, it is
that,
true, and it's really sad.
Why is that? Is that because of menstruation?
No, listen.
No!
Does that sound immature? No, but it's jealousy.
That's such a
Is
guy
it, is it,
thing.
is it
No,
jealousy?
No. Well,
It's not jealousy?
No. You're partially correct. Here's the deal.
It's jealousy.
No, let me just explain it for 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
The female brain is designed that we need to do two things at the same time. It's confusing. We need to tend and befriend. We actually are relational. We need to connect, and we do.
Where do
We
you
need to
get
connect.
these phrases? Is that your tendon?
No, I didn't make that up.
Who did? What gay psychologist came up with that?
Several female psychologists who did major research.
There's actually a couple of things I wish girls could do at the same time.
Yes. So they need to tend and befriend, and then the other thing that they need to do.
I forgot what they're like.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend
all right.
I'm gonna pretend he didn't say that. They need to tend and befriend, and then they also
Right.
need to compete in the workplace. And that's a confusing thing because on the one hand I
It
want to be
is.
nice
Yes,
to you,
it's
and on
very
the other
confusing.
hand
Yeah.
I want to beat you.
So we can
But don't
avoid.
guys have that too, though?
Couldn't.
No,
it's
guys
different.
are much more comfortable with overt
Okay.
competition.
So you make it a
Overt
great.
competition.
Okay.
yeah, so you can
Oh,
say
wait, Nick's happy now. what
Well,
did we
no,
say?
but you're confusing the workplace. Why don't you just stay home?
Oh my God!
Guys
what?
don't have these problems.
Okay.
You just admitted you're making it more complicated in the workplace by being this sensitive. Let us
Okay.
guys do it.
No, because you're not doing
Nick
a very
Di Paolo,
good job. That's the main
The
thing.
workplace.
We're not doing a good job.
No, we have to send
Who
women
built
into
this
the
country?
workforce.
You broads at work. No.
Oh my God!
Women comprise almost 50% of the workforce.
Now
and
they
have
do. Now they
Now
do.
they do, and have almost
current.
70% of the
But,
advanced
but
degrees.
Ford, the guy that came up with the conveyor belt and everything, you guys, go ahead.
You really want to live in the past.
I really do, because
You
I
really-
don't like the times I'm living in now.
We
Neither do
got it.
half the country. So
We got-
go ahead.
we got it.
Go ahead. We're very
So-
divided, and we should be.
So 50% of the workforce and growing is women. 70%.
Excellent.
70% of all advanced degrees are being earned by women.
I know. That's,
Yeah.
why,
Okay.
that's why our GDP is growing at 0.2%. But go ahead.
You're most likely going to be using a female lawyer. You're most likely going to be going to female doctors because
I
there's
do
more
that.
women.
I do that because it turns me on. I'm serious.
I have a female doctor. She knows what she's doing.
But she's kind of old. She's like 60, but it still works. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Anyway.
We only have like a minute left.
I like
Oh,
female.
wait, that's not enough. But
I
anyway.
like female doctors because it's easy to scare them into writing a script for something.
I bet that's not true. I bet they're a lot tougher.
No, listen.
We can't keep you guys as long as because we have musical guests.
Yeah. But I think that. What do you think about like the WNBA, like the women basketball? Don't you think that's a waste of time?
Absolutely not.
Nobody watches it though.
No, it's horrendous. It's a symptom of our society that's gone all right. Politically correct. Nobody likes it. Nobody watches. It doesn't make anybody money. I don't know who it's for.
It's for women. Do you watch it?
Women.
I actually have watched it. I don't watch that many sports. Give it time.
The book is Mean Girls, and we come back. Melissa Morgan's going to do another number for us. Ladies, great
Talk
seeing
about
you.
talented women.
Thank
love
you.
you.
See her?
She's terrific.